Today's show is all about your biggest pet peeves.
Whatever it may be, it's your time to vent.
In the Twitterverse, tweets abound. Facebook's a land where friends are found. YouTube comments, may they never cease. MySpace is dead, so let it rest in peace. The best of the week, here's where they be. Chosen by yours truly, the name's JB. Shoutouts, props, questions for you. All wind up in the new media stew.
Hello guys, we were getting set up. For you guys who are regulars at New Media Stew, you may notice, Vanna White over here can also point to it, our new TV. That was the, thing that took extra time, an extra 5 minutes to get set up. Didn't it, Technical Director Chris? Yes, there you go. It's like the voice of God. Anyway, I am joined today by the lovely and talented, this is a lady who worked with me at the Bravo Upfronts, Miss Valerie Greenberg. And as you can see on the screen, please, Stew Crew, show her some love and go follow her on Twitter at Val Greenberg.
John Basedow, you're just too sweet. Yes, it was an absolute pleasure meeting this lovely gentleman on the blue carpet at the Bravo Upfronts. And now look at us. I'm co-hosting his amazing show, Stew Crew, baby.
She likes it. I just want to start off the show by, we'd be remiss if we didn't say this, and it's a fun show, and we're going to have a blast, but I just want to say our thoughts and prayers right now go out to everyone in Boston. Absolutely. Being in the train, I don't know about you, only found out about this, because we're in like a little dungeon when we're in the studio, by getting some tweets and stuff like that about the 2 explosions going off in the Boston Marathon. Devastating. If these people that put so much freaking energy into doing negative things would channel that in a positive direction, they'd change the world.
John, you're absolutely right, and I think that that's something that we all need to just think about and really work toward. Completely.
But now we're going to have a fun show, so glad you're joining us. Let's see who we got. Oh, we have a whole bunch. We're starting strong today.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Mini 9. Val looking good.
Val looking good. Minute 9.
Minute 9. Thank you very much.
We have. It's going to be pet peeves, but you already put her in a good mood. Okay, and we also have Stew Crew Pets coming up, so don't worry about that. We have Fab Fun. I'm going to talk about Dogs for the Deaf. We have Stew Crew Star of the Week. For those of you who are new, participate a lot in the show. On Twitter, use hashtag NMSLive. Technical Director Chris will put up NMS Live right now so you see what it looks like for those of you who aren't that bright.
You're all bright. But anyone that's viewing this show is bright, John.
That's right, of course. Slap me. I'm so bad. I'm so bad. But anyway, so tweet on the show, and then by any chance, if you happen to think we should be on another show or you'd like to have a certain guest on the show, tweet to them to have them be on the show or to have them take us on that show. Biggie D-Line before this show has been on a Twitter fury. If you go to Twitter and you search under @JohnBasedow or just go to twitter.com/BiggieDline, unfreaking believable. And Biggie, we got your picture. I'm sorry to just interrupt, but I have to do it right now. We didn't have a chance to load it, Biggie, because, I get it when I'm in the train. But this man won the Team Basedow shirt last week. So I'm going to put it up to camera 2. Chris will hopefully go to camera 2. Hopefully you can see it. But that is Stew Crew member Biggie D-Line in the Team Basedow shirt that he won for pimping out this show like a mad hoe.
He's been validated. Absolutely.
There you go. By the way, that is her tagline.
Yes,
I love it.
Validated. And can I just say that all these people that are writing these nice comments, I'm a fan of yours because kindness is everything. You know what I mean? It's about making each other feel good, We got a whole bunch of them, too. Oh, let's give a shout-out to everyone in the house. First of all, we have Blargle so far. We have William Wade Jr., who's shouting out you, giving your Twitter. Wade Jr., thank you so much, yes.
Minute 9. Minute 9 was also giving a discount on clothing. Minute 9, we have a bunch of comments. You might want to say what discount code again so that the people, if they want to get some of your awesome clothing, they can. Mike Durbin.
Open World TV.
Calamity Magnum. Thank you, Calamity Magnum, for all of the awesome comments you make.
These tweets and comments are very important.
They're amazing.
You know what I mean? Your voice is important.
One of John's Angels, Anna Haddock 1 in the house. Another John's Angel, Rowena4364. And yes, Rowena, the world is getting bad. No, Blargle, Midnight is not going to be running around the studio. She only comes on special occasions because you'd get used to her if she was here too often.
Dog?
Yes.
Okay, I'm obsessed with animals. We'll get to that.
And it wouldn't be special. Who else we got? Joshua Sen. Joshua Sen says he must be doing an extra set of crunches. Joshua Sen is my new Facebook buddy. Wish he lived nearby. We would train together. So definitely show some support to Joshua over on Facebook. Or Joshua, if you have a Twitter, You can put your Twitter in here, and the Stew Crew could follow you there. But mad respect and good luck in your show coming out, man.
Joshua Sen, you have a very zen name, no pun intended.
DeLorean Fan 81. DeLorean Fan 81, by the way, your question got chunked in Ask JB that we shot before this.
It certainly did.
And yes, it was a cowardly act, he's saying, agreeing with that. That's definitely true.
Oh, of course.
Okay, now we're pretty much caught up. Good. Oh, and Mind of Science. Another one of John's angels. Peter Girl on Twitter, Mind of Science on YouTube. I love you to death. And who did I miss? Anyone else? Emily Al 101 and Atomaniac, also two loyal Stew Crew members. And Emily Al 101, definitely another John's angel. All right.
Anna, thank you very much. Val looks great. You look great, babe.
You got that. And Pat does it in the house, saying, hello, everyone. Use NMS Live to ask questions. Yes, you can ask questions on Twitter, too, because we want to be trending on Twitter, so we use NMS Live.
Yes.
And by the way, Technical Director Chris, thank you, DeLorean Fan. There's a slight trouble hearing Val, so definitely validate her.
Thank you. I
mic.
hope this is better now.
Let me tell you, Stew Crew. All right. This is no shrinking violet. She has a booming voice, which is one thing I love. Sometimes you'll get somebody in the chat, like, yeah, I'm talking to the Stew Crew now. You know, there's a lot of good things going on. But no, she's booming, so if you're not hearing her, it's a technical issue.
One thing about me is I'm definitely not soft-spoken, if you will. I tell it like it is.
Not at all. And you know Shrinking Violet. And
he's wearing a violet shirt. Perfect.
Open World TV says he called him a mad hoe. That was hysterical.
That is funny.
All right, well, anyway, guys, we're going to be talking about our biggest pet peeves, things that really piss us off, and we want you to share yours. I'll start, and then Val will go. My biggest one, I have a few, but my biggest one, and the one that, you know, I wouldn't piss on your grave, I wouldn't piss on you if you were on fire, if you ever do to me and you're my friend, is I can't stand, we went out, let me just fix that. There we go. I can't stand when you don't return emails, texts, and calls. Bottom line is, even if you say I'm busy, or even if you want to say something to the effect of like, oh, I'm tied up doing this or that, or I'm right now in school, or I'm right now working in editing, I'll get back to you later, that's all fine. Okay, everyone has other things to do. But to ignore or not return texts and phone calls is a sign of disrespect in my book, and that's something that just shows no home training.
You know, at the end of the day, I think that is synonymous with flakiness, because it's important that you're actually responsive to somebody that reaches out to you, because they took valuable time out of their day, regardless of the relationship, if it's work related, if it's a new person that you met and you're trying to network, if it's a friend. I mean, have a little respect, take the 30 seconds out, shoot them an email, shoot them a text at the very least, and let them know you're busy.
It's courtesy.
Because if your response gets lost in the air, it never went anywhere. And it is courtesy, you're right.
But that's basically a way that I decide if somebody's going to be a friend, an acquaintance, or a business associate. Because there's nobody I would ever call a friend who doesn't respond to, even if it's to say that they're tied up with something else, texts, emails, and calls. Just can't stand it.
Right. People that are important in your life, you should most definitely make a priority, regardless of how busy you are. It doesn't take that long to take 2 seconds and send a text message.
And courtesy, it shows that you matter. What about you? What's one of your big ones?
Oh, honey, we could go all day today. First, let's start out with this. Rudeness on the subway. We live in New York. I'm a New York City girl. And can I just tell you that your bag is not more important than the person standing next to you or trying to get on the train. Now, I all understand that it's about being cost efficient and taking public transportation, but move over. I mean, I'm getting smacked this way, smacked that way. I mean, have a little courtesy once again for those around you.
I love her. Actually, today, I was a good Boy Scout, I have to say. There was a little old lady. And when I say little and old, I'm talking about sort of like Vern Troyer's height almost. But she was really sweet. But she had you know, like that the dowager's hump. She had the little hunched over, and she had this big bag that she was carrying, you know, or dragging. And I said, "Oh, ma'am, can I help you with that?" And she says, and you know, some people can ask that and then run away with it and just steal it. But anyway, that's where that's where my mind goes. But anyway, she says, "Oh yes, can you please help me?" And she's walking up the stairs like this.
Oh my God!
You know, like this.
And he's giving us a complete visual.
Yeah, a complete visual. But the thing is, so anyway, so I helped her up, and we barely got on the train in time. And then somebody had a bag on next to them, and I'm like, "Move that freaking bag so this lady can sit down." I don't mind standing. I'm cool with standing because I walk everywhere.
Right.
But the thing is, and she got so much, young man. That's really sweet of you. So I felt good.
Absolutely, but the thing is, some of these people, they block the subway doors, and there's plenty of room. It's just like, move over. Let's use all the space we possibly can. We're all trying to get somewhere, whether it's work, to the doctor's, to your friend's house. You know, treat everybody. We're all deserve to be treated with respect.
Minute 9 says, "Amen. Respect is what people never give me."
Oh, Minute 9, I don't want to hear that because you're valuable, okay? You're an awesome person. I don't know you, but just by judging your responses and your interaction here on the show, don't ever let anybody not respect you because you deserve respect. If you respect yourself.
Completely. And by the way, don't ever treat someone as a priority if they're only treating you as an option, okay? You matter more than that. You should have a stronger self-image that you don't ever let somebody take advantage of you because nobody can ever take advantage of you. That's something that you have to let happen.
Yeah, don't get stepped on.
Completely. We have a lot, by the way, which is cool, and they just scooted away. But Anna says, I hate when people lie. That's the one thing I hate the most.
Thank you, Anna. I could not agree with you more. Tell it like it is and be honest and truthful because lying will get you nowhere.
You're going to like this one. Read what Mike Durbin wrote.
Basedow gets the hottest girls to co-host with him. Michael Durbin, I am a huge fan of you. You're spectacular. You've been validated. And honestly, this is a great way to spend my Monday evening. I've never felt better about myself. My confidence level's through the roof. Thank you, everybody. This is great. And tweet me at Val Greenberg and go to my website, ValerieGreenberg.com, for the hottest celebrity and lifestyle content. Shameless plug, but I had to do it.
She can do it. That's allowed on my show. I appreciate her being here. And we tag teamed on the Bravo Upfront's red carpet. We passed one off to the other. It was like Housewife Palooza. We have over here. We have Joshua says we shall train one day for sure. You guys are looking good. Thank you, Joshua.
Oh, Joshua, you're sweet.
Open World says we both sound and look good.
Oh.
Tech Chris John has a higher audio level. Blargle, who is our technical expert, Chris, says that I have a higher audio level than Val.
Because I promise I'm projecting from my diaphragm.
Actually,
right now.
and she's loud.
I
think it's just the placement of the mic might be a little too low.
Okay.
Oh, here, I'll try to pull it up higher, guys.
Ooh.
Hopefully,
sexy show.
sexy but sophisticated simultaneously. Okay.
I like that. Okay, and then
I'll try and talk louder for you guys.
Oh, by the way, Minute 9 gives you a shout out, Chris. Says Minute 9 Clothing Company says, "What's up, technical director, Chris?"
Oh, hey.
So which is cool. Then we have a whole bunch over here. I'm sorry, I missed this one down here. Is it rude? This is Blargle. Says, is it rude not to use a cell phone? I'm gonna lead into that because one of mine is. He says, is it rude not to use a cell phone, forcing friends to use old school phone line? I mean, yes, I could see how friends could get pissed off at that. I don't think it's rude because bottom line is if you don't want to invest in a cell phone, I don't make my friends spend money on anything. So if they don't want to invest in something for a monetary reason, I'm cool with it. But the one thing I can't stand, and this is once again going back to old school, but if you're on a date, if you're on a meeting with a friend, like just going out or something, if you're on a business meeting, get rid of the crackberry.
Be in the moment.
Exactly.
Are you on a date with technology or the person
completely
across the table from
I
you?
can't stand people like if I'm talking to you and I'm like, oh yeah, you look great today. Okay, yeah. Let me just text this person back.
Texting.
Yeah, exactly. Swipe isn't even work. See, I'm used to the BlackBerry, so I don't know about swipe, but she's right. That's the worst.
On my Samsung Galaxy.
Every time you do a swipe, what I always think of is, ooh, shut the fuck up. Shut the door. Shut the door.
What's really funny? I was just thinking when this person was talking about cell phones or regular landlines, there was an episode of Seinfeld where Elaine had to make a phone call and Jerry kept saying, "Oh, that's not the courteous call. You called her when you were walking outside, or you called her from jail, prison. Now, prison. If you call from prison, that's a big phone call." That
shows that you're important in that person's life, though.
Right?
Also, Pat Douglas says, lying sucks. I should know. I'm a black salamander alien from space. Ha ha. So funny.
I bet you like Halloween.
And that's when we went down to the viewers. I know Open World TV says you've frozen twice in this show already. So he wants to yell at you, Chris, Open World TV. We've not frozen before. But then he also says, yeah, that is uncool. You're right, John. But sometimes one must forgive others for that. Otherwise, there'd be a lot of unneeded hate. No, all right, this is my rule. Okay, it's not about that. If I'm friends with somebody, like if I'm friends with Val, I'm going to say this.
And we are new friends now.
We are. And I will always say this as a conversation to friends. This sounds funny, but I always say it. If I'm going to be friends with you, I go, listen, we're going to be friends. Communication is the biggest thing to me. I always believe you can work it out if you talk it out. So.
Thank you for that.
Yes, and I hate when somebody lets a molehill turn into a mountain, and that's what destroys friendships. So what I say is, if I ever piss you off, tell me about it.
Please
right then and
know.
there. Talk to me personally. We'll figure it out and move on. If you piss me off, I talk to you about it. We figure it out. We move on. That's it. That's what I'm talking about. If I've had that talk with somebody, that means they're my friend. If they then don't respond to texts, phone calls, and emails,
it's selfish.
I'll mention it. I'll say, by the way, I sent a text. It really bothers me when you do that because it pissed me off. And then if they don't do it again, then that's all fine. That's just a mistake. Everybody makes mistakes. But it's not that I'll hate them if they continue doing it, but they won't be a friend anymore. because that just shows that I'm not a priority in their life. And I believe I have too much respect for myself to not be a priority in my friends' lives, because all of my friends are a priority in my life.
Sound off, Basedow. Okay.
Amen, hallelujah.
Here's the thing. A lot of people are afraid of confrontation. And I think
That's-
that when you are having an issue with somebody, if it's a friendship that is, very strong, sometimes people like to let things slide. But when it's a build-up, that's where things go wrong. And it is important to keep that line of communication open. I have to say, unfortunately for me, this happened, somebody didn't want to speak up, and it's just not fair.
I bet it wasn't you, though, because
Right.
you seem very, and when I say confrontational, I mean that as a compliment,
Yes,
because
I appreciate
you
that.
walk in your authority.
If something is bothering me, of course I don't try to make big deals out of something that's not, but I relay it to my friend. And then when people don't speak up, that's when the problem, exists for too long. And then
That's why we hit it off right away. And what was the first thing we said on the red carpet here? I said, I'll watch your back, you watch mine.
Yeah,
So if you
we
see me,
worked it.
if you see me missing somebody important,
we'll bring it to each other's attention.
bring it to
of
each other's
course.
attention and help each other out.
Celebrities are fantastic. They just kind of do what we say. I love it. Shout out to you guys on Bravo Network.
That was actually good. There's a lot of cool videos coming from that. And you can check my usual site, johnbasedow.net, for all the pictures we posted so far. But we have a lot of questions. It
Okay,
says,
yes.
Awesome Ange joined. How you doing, Awesome Ange? Hi, John. Me and my nephew and niece Dante and Isabella and my mom, Oria.
Anarina.
Onarina. Say hi to you. Oh, you got 1, 2, 3. Me, my nephew, my niece. That's 3. And Isabella is 4. You have 4 people watching us.
That's so great.
Thank you.
It's a family affair. I love it. Spend time with your family Monday evening.
Boston Chickie. I don't like when people chat on cells on the bus. I think they'll forget they're in public. One
Right.
second before you do that. First time Boston Chickie's been in the show.
Hey, Boston Chickie. Welcome to the audience.
You just got chunked.
Chunked, baby.
Put up that graphic, Chris.
What I think is great is that people, right now we're speaking on because we are broadcasting a live show. But if I'm sitting at a restaurant or on a bus, it's not cool if I'm screaming on my cell phone so that the person next to me can't have some, zen energy or focus on what they have to do, because nobody wants to hear a shrill of somebody else's voice when they're trying to get from one place to another or read a work email. So have respect, once again, for those around you.
Use your inside voice.
Yes.
And we'll go to yours in a second, but it says we got a lot of good comments. Which is, best week ever Friday nights on VH1. Yes, I saw people tweeting for me to be on Best Week Ever.
VH1 is great.
By the way, I saw Biggie D-Line tweeting today. If all the people in this room and watching afterwards, I think there's a Twitter. By the magic of TV. By the magic of TV, Best Week Ever, because I do all those celebrity entertainment news stories with Buzz 60, pop culture correspondent. I don't know. Tweeting them at Best Week Ever, you don't know what's going to happen. You got me on Watch What Happens Live. You got Paul Malie on this show. Joshua says, you pissed me off. We need to talk. We'll talk, Joshua. We'll talk. We'll talk, man. Quick refresh gets rid of the hangs. That's correct. Thank you. Who the hell is calling?
We have a call.
Hold on. We'll go back to questions in a second.
Doesn't turn their ringer off? Come on.
This is the second show we have somebody calling in. Hold on. Hello, we're in the middle of a show.
Hello.
Hi, it's Aviva.
Oh my God. Unbelievable. How do these people know when to call? This is my dear, dear friend, and her graphic will somehow appear on screen, Miss Aviva Drescher from Bravo, Real Housewives of New York, and so many other things. How are you doing, Aviva?
I'm good. How are you, John?
I am doing good, and I'm actually sitting here, believe it or not, I didn't know this, but you may know this. I'm sitting here with a lovely lady named Valerie Greenberg, who is co-hosting live with me right now. And she says, Aviva is your friend? I interviewed Aviva like twice.
Aviva, you're spectacular. We met at the Skin Cancer Gala, and I was interviewing you for the Daily News. And then again at the Adam Lambert We Are Family Foundation. You always come out for such great causes, and I'm like, this is such a great surprise.
Thank you so much. I remember you from the Adam Lambert.
Yeah.
I remember you from both of them.
You
That's
said
so nice.
you were so cute. You said your husband's got to get his checkbook out, right? Because there was going to be an auction.
I say that to him at least once a day.
You're adorable. Oh my gosh! Shout out to Aviva Drescher, who does great things.
She actually does. And also, what's the main charity you're involved with? A Step Ahead?
Are we live, by the way?
Yes, we are
Yeah.
live.
Oh, okay.
And by the way, Aviva, Chris is right now putting up some pictures. That's technical director Chris is putting up some pictures of us from various events because we have been together at so many events. in addition to having your Twitter up there. So everybody who's watching now live and also watching afterwards, please go give a shout out on Twitter to Miss Aviva Drescher. Her Twitter's right here. And also follow her. She is good people, a Stew Crew member, and one of my dear, dear friends.
Oh, thank you, John. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Let me ask you a question. What is the charity that you're in? Is it One Step Ahead?
It's yes, it's One Step Ahead, and we raise money for amputees who need prosthetic limbs.
Right. I saw the episode when you made that little boy just light up when he walked for the first time. That was unbelievable, Aviva. Goosebumps.
Yeah, Jake, he's such a great boy. So on a very somber note,
Yes.
this explosion in
Yes.
Boston.
We just talked about it.
Yeah, it's left. I just saw on CNN there are 10 people who had to have their legs amputated.
No.
Oh my
gosh.
God.
Oh my gosh, no.
Breaking news.
Because whatever evil sicko created these bombs made them low to the ground, and so
Oh my God.
people have to have 10 leg amputations so far.
Oh God.
Listening, if anyone knows, anyone who needs some guidance or help, please reach out to me, Aviva Drescher, for amputee help. I'm right here.
Aviva, that's amazing. I honestly
yeah.
have goosebumps. I don't even know what to do with myself.
Guys, Aviva is very, very involved in the charitable work, and if you guys know anybody, family members, friends, even acquaintances that was affected in Boston, and especially has limbs affected or lost limbs because of the low bombs, please contact her. She's good people, and she'll help you out. I was actually saying, Aviva, I don't know, I think you'd probably agree with this, that if some of these crazies, I mean, this thing that happened with the bombs going off in the Boston Marathon took a lot of planning, took a lot of intelligence, and it's all, of course, in a very, very negative, horrible way. If these people would direct their talents in a positive direction, we could change the world, and we could have such a great impact on the world if they'd stop just being so trying to do disasters and tragedies and direct it in a way that's going to positively change things, and they'd also be liked rather than hated and chased after.
It's sick. It's just sick.
Complete evil.
It's just I don't even know what to say. I don't understand what kind of people do this.
I don't know what could possibly go through someone's mind, especially because this was a thought out. It wasn't like an accident that just happened. It doesn't make any sense, but
it's like people have a disconnect and no value for human life, and they just don't.
no emotions, maybe. I don't know what it is, but
No, it's just it's just crazy. It's just vile, and it's sick, and it's just. People are. I actually had two friends who went to Boston to run in this marathon.
Mm-hmm.
I had to
Oh
take
wow!
them today.
Did you hear? Are they okay?
Yes.
and all these. First of all, these are people that trained and worked so hard and challenged themselves to no end to accomplish something so incredible.
And this is taken away for them.
These are people that are hard workers and, just put their everything into something.
They channeled their life into it completely, and then all of a sudden to have a crazy person or a group of crazy people take that away from you, in addition to harming so many innocent bystanders. It's unbelievable.
And
On a positive note, because we talked about this, and I do want to swing it to a positive way. Anybody, by the way, who does know of anybody in Boston that has lost a limb or is affected by this, you can touch base with Aviva on the Twitter, and also say hey to her.
please do. And she's tangible, guys. When she says this, she really means it.
And she's real.
I respond to every amputee that reaches out to me. They every single one, and I do everything that I possibly can to help them.
And by the way, just to let you know, because we do have a large audience now, and also afterwards, some of the people who just know you as my friend and don't actually watch Real Housewives of New York, Aviva is an amputee, since if I'm not mistaken, is it age 4 or 6?
Yeah, from a farm accident at the age of 6.
At the age of 6, a farm accident, and so she is actually, first of all, stunning and
I
a
have to
joy,
say,
and you would never know she has a prosthetic
She
limb.
she looks better than everyone on the red carpet, and I've seen her there a number of times.
And Chris, please put up that picture from the story I did for Buzz 60. Has great abs too. Because I can't talk about it now, but we're gonna be doing some other fun things coming up. So, but look at the picture of her in the bikini, pretty good. Anyway, Aviva, you're getting some love here. William Wade Jr. says "Viva Aviva," which is really, really sweet. And then they also want to know, they also want to know, by the way, since today's topic is pet peeves, at least what one of your big pet peeves is. And by the way, one of the viewers had just written in as a joke, I think it was Calamity Magnum, says, my pet peeve is when a cell phone goes off and interrupts the show. Ha, ha, ha.
Oh, that's
funny Calamity Magnum, very funny.
Oh, that was me interrupted. I'm sorry that I just fed your pet peeve.
Well, when it's Aviva Drescher, we give a free pass.
We give a free pass to that one. But what is your pet peeve?
So my pet peeve is when my husband tells me not to go on my cell phone. That's one of my pet peeves.
Oh.
He has a no cell phone in bed rule.
Oh.
It's kind of annoying.
Oh.
What does he think you're on the jitney for crying out loud?
Yes, and when we're in the car driving to the Hamptons, I'm not allowed to.
Oh, that's funny because she's in the passenger seat, so she's actually
Right.
physically allowed. Well, actually, we were just talking about if you're on a date, or if you're out with a friend, or if you're at a business meeting with somebody else, I consider it the height of rudeness to be on the Crackberry or to be flipping like Valerie was showing, on the cell phone and stuff like that. But if you're in the passenger seat of the car and it's something, you might be finding out something with him. But Reed is a buddy of mine too, so I'm not going to get involved in this one. I am Switzerland, baby.
Take his side is probably the best way to go.
I'm not taking either side on that one. But by the way, to let you know, which you never do, that's why we're friends. My biggest pet peeve was people that don't return. If you call somebody a friend, if they don't return texts, phone calls, and emails, I consider that extremely bad home training and a very big sign of disrespect.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. Is it okay to return a phone call with an email?
Yes.
Or just be a phone call?
Oh, any type of contact. And it's also okay, Aviva. I'm not saying if you're in the middle of something important that you should stop everything and then spend an hour with that person because that person needs you for that moment. I'm saying to write a thing saying, oh, I just got your message. I'm right now swamped with this, whatever you're swamped with, and then say, I'll give you a shout back in 3 hours, or I'll give you a shout back tomorrow. Like you and I do. Like sometimes we'll be in the middle of something and I'll say, I'll give you a call after the show, or you'll go, I'll give you a call after I get to my stop. That's all good. I'm saying it's the lack of acknowledgement that's a sign of disrespect, and you should never treat somebody as a priority who only treats you as an option.
I agree. I think that's, and that I always get back to everybody on emails and texts and tweets very quickly, very quickly, very quickly.
No, you're great.
Actually, though, I don't do a lot of phone. Because it's hard for me to talk on the phone with all the children all the time.
Yeah, I mean,
She has a herd.
I know, she has several. Is it 3 or 4, Aviva?
4.
You have 4, right?
Well, my
and she still has those abs.
And she still has that. By the way, there's a very famous picture which Aviva tweeted, I think, twice of me. Was it Hudson? Was Hudson hiding behind my legs?
Yes.
When I was at Aviva's place, we were shooting some stuff, and Hudson was running around, and most of the time you couldn't see him because it was waist high with Aviva and I. So he wasn't making any noise, he was just running around. But then when the cameraman pulled out to do a far shot on me, it's funny, you see him like peering around like a tree, like, and we took a still of it, so it was good.
That's so sweet.
Anyway,
Think of another Reed. I was just telling them Reed's in the room now. He was just putting.
how you doing, Reed?
Hi, Reed.
Everyone, okay. I was just ratting you out. I was just don't let me talk in the phone in the car or in the bed. I mean, I don't know what, and so that we're talking about pet peeves.
Yes.
Any enclosed area. Any, in case Reed says
No enclosed area. Well, on that note, Aviva, we have to go on to our next segment, but you, as usual, have been amazing, and thank you for offering to help out with the Boston situation to anybody who has lost a limb or knows somebody who has. There's nobody better to talk to than someone who's been there and is as caring as Miss Aviva Drescher.
Aviva, what a treat. I'm so happy that we got to connect. I didn't know this before I got here.
I'm here, and I'm very, very receptive to everybody. So thank you so much, guys, for having me.
Yes, can't wait to see you again soon.
Me too.
Okay, honey.
Love you.
Love you.
We'll get together next week.
Bye, audience.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh,
Down to earth. Awesome woman.
dear friend Aviva Drescher, and we're running a little bit over, but we got to get everything in.
Yes.
Let's see. We have a couple of questions. It says, John, have you seen the new Facebook layout? I'm not sure I like it or not yet. I like the fact that it's all one column now. I didn't like the 2 columns. You know how like with the Facebook, you now have the info on one
It
side?
always takes some time to adjust anytime there's a new layout. But
I don't dislike that part. You could tell me what what particular things you don't like about it.
I grew up in Florida, by the way. I saw that somebody asked me if I was a Suffolk girl.
There
Born
you
in
go.
New York City, grew up in Florida.
We have from all over the country, baby.
Yes.
All over the country. And then we have a bunch. Was there any other questions, Pat, that we missed? Because I see a lot of comments. Oh, it also mentions, John, you are like a brother to me. I wish I see you again. Well, he's come to my speaking engagements.
That's so nice.
So and your family's awesome, Ange.
Well,
Also,
it's about positive energy, and you just emit that. Honestly, like I've only met you a few times, and it's a really natural feeling.
Thank you. And Joshua Sen says he wants to. And Joshua, man, you know, you better get those muscles in shape and get your Twitter muscles going if you're going to win this Stu Crew Star of the Week, because Biggie D-line is hard, but Pat does all the choosing, so I have no say. It's Twitter and participating. John, you should go on the Wendy show and make her work out.
Amazing.
She's funny, looks like she does, in shape, but when she works out on the show, we can't hang. Open World TV, why don't you tweet Wendy? I have been a VIP in her audience, and I did a little. If you Google I shouldn't say this. Because this is just going to bite me in the ass. But if you go to YouTube, don't Google it because you want to go to YouTube search. If you go to youtube.com and you do a search and you write Basedow, Wendy Williams, dance, you will see me dancing on the show, doing the little Fitness Made Simple dance. Don't. Just nobody's watching it.
Laugh over
yeah,
here.
it's all good. It's all good. You can do it. You can do it. You can enjoy it. All right, quick thing. We got to go to Stu Crew Pets. Okay, first let's get the intro, Chris, because you guys are going to kill me if we don't do Stu Crew Pets. We have intro going, Mr. Chris.
1 second.
He's getting it going because Midnight is not here, but Stu Crew Pets is, and I'm trying to look around. Oh, there you go.
Those
that are on the Stu Crew. Do you have the opening, Chris?
Just play.
Okay.
I can play it again.
Opening. You tell me when it's done, because I'm flying blind.
There it is.
Awesome. Now, with no further ado, the Stu Crew Pets for this show are Rowena April. Her graphic is going to come up. This I can actually look straight into the camera for, because the opening I have to sort of wait for, and then all of a sudden, I have to see, is it on, is it on, is it over, is it over? We'll figure out that in moving forward. But Rowena April's dog is a chocolate lab named Baxter.
What a cute name.
Isn't he cute?
That's so cute. I love the name, and the dog is adorable.
That is a cute dog. Oh, by the way, since you can't see it, just so I can make this I can do quickly. And by the way, and by the way, the hold on, this will be easy. Stu Crew Pets, and this way at least you can see who we're talking about. Stu Crew Pets and Rowena Dogs Baxter. That is Someone Awesome's dog, and you can also send in a turtle or a fish. It doesn't have to be a dog. Well, it's always dogs. Someone Awesome's dog, and it's a dachshund named Nate. This is sexy little Nate.
Oh, it's a long-haired dachshund.
Long-haired dachshund. You know your dogs.
I certainly do.
We are going to be friends.
Trust me, if I see
Booyah!
I go to the dog park by myself. I mean, honestly, it's a great conversation starter, too, to meet men. Gotta be honest, guys. I mean, hello. But I love animals, too.
That is Nate. So make sure to send your Stu Crew Pets in for future shows. And did I miss anything else? And one quick thing. We got to do Fab Find before we say goodbye. Fab Find graphic should be up right now is Dogs for the Deaf. Please go follow them at twitter.com/dogsforthedeaf. Chris is going to be putting up some pictures now of me at the Dogs for the Deaf event.
Right.
And this show for Stu Crew Star, you win a special hat and also a goodie bag. This is a whole goodie bag of toys and also other items from Dogs for the Deaf goodie bag. You get like cards and stuff like that with dogs that you can send us thank you notes or greetings.
This charity aligns pets with people?
This charity is amazing. First of all, what they do, Dogs for the Deaf, is they rescue dogs, they train them, and then they put them with people that have hearing problems
I love it.
and also
That's what I
autistic people.
Amazing.
So
Okay.
they not only help
Positive
people,
energy again.
but they change lives of both the dogs and the people.
And there was a company that did
Yes, and
it,
there's
right?
also, completely right, thank you so much.
Of course.
You got my back. Dogs for the Deaf is the gift bag, and then also we want to give a shout out to Animal Haven, who
Card matches John's shirt.
it actually does. It actually does. Who has some items in here? So please go check out at Animal Haven on Twitter, and also at Dogs for the Deaf on Twitter as well. Great organization. And say you heard them on hashtag New Media Stew Live, NMS Live. All right, and now. And we'll do photos next time. We'll do Stu Crew Star of the Week in 2 minutes because we just got to go to a couple more questions. And who wants to win it?
I love this
Aren't they
audience.
amazing? Aren't they amazing? It might be easier to do the show with a green backdrop as far as graphics. Well, the thing is, we are still working on the green screen background. We're still going to get the cityscape behind us. But this thing, this little beauty for the new media stuff, this came just today. Once again, a new thing for the show. So they wanted to try it out with the show. Chris sounds like, yeah, man, working on it from Cheech and Chong. Chris, you just got shouted out by Minute 9 saying that when you go, yeah, working on it, you sound just like Cheech and Chong.
Minute 9, Coral Springs, very close to Boca, by the way.
And can my fish be, yes, open world, your fish can be a Stu Crew pet, just send in a picture. Luz Candelaria, who is PETA Girl, Midnight is not here, like I said, I don't want to spoil you guys. And as I told you, first of all, Midnight has a high day rate and she requires a handler. So getting those things in sync is very, very difficult. You should be happy that she was here last show.
She's a diva.
And by the way, my mother, who is watching right now, said don't have Midnight on. Midnight is too distracting on the show and that she takes up too much time.
My mommy just got a new computer, so I'm hoping she's watching live as well.
So yeah, so mom, like she said, Midnight can come on like for a moment. You show her, you put her down. Otherwise, you go to her too much as a crutch. And I'm like, the Stu Crew likes her. And Mom's comment right after that was, you shouldn't have her on that much. That's Mom Basedow. All right, and then we have all these other ones. Shoot, I just lost all the ones that fell down. Hold on, and then we got to go. I know 2 close friends who are running, haven't. Oh, okay. My thoughts and prayers out to you. And glad you're agreeing with us, Boston Chickie. Thank you so much for watching and getting chunked. And, oh, awesome. One Step Ahead. Let's do all purchases tonight will be donated to One Step Ahead. Minute 9. Minute 9 clothing.
That's Aviva's charity,
that's
right?
Aviva's charity.
Yes, you're aligning awesomeness.
Minute 9 clothing said that any purchases done tonight will be donated towards Aviva's charity. So that is a Stu Crew slow clap. Ready? Yeah, remedial clapping.
That's also been
She's
validated
good.
because you're
like
doing
it.
Great things.
I like it. It's been validated.
Clothing and charity, 2 C's.
That's beautiful. Oh, and we got to do one quick thing. Yeah, Awesome Mensch, Basedow Men. Thank you, Awesome Mensch. Clarity Magnum, Midnight is beautiful. Yes, I know I forgot it. Do we have to do it with every co-host? Do we have to do the damn smell with every co-host?
What does John smell like?
First of all, they say, don't Matt Damon me out of time. Ha, ha, ha. Minute 9, you mother.
He's a great guy, Matt Damon. Let me just tell you.
Don't Matt Damon. No, but anyway. What it is the Stu Crew always likes to know what I smell like on different days.
We should make a scratch and sniff sticker of John Basedow.
Yeah, it's smell-o-vision. And this is one thing, we never had this as a segment.
Smell-o-vision.
Yeah, you smell me.
Oh, it's just fabulous. I mean, honestly, I don't even know another word to say except for fabulousness. I think it's a mix of colognes, right? Maybe we can get a cologne for John Basedow.
You're very sweet, But Stu Crew, I know the chat, when the chat gets caught up, you will tell her what it is, but it is Drakkar, but not the high-priced one. It is the smells like Drakkar.
Oh wow, he probably went to Walgreens or something like that and got the generic brand.
First of all, Stu Crew, Walgreens is too highbrow for me. I am Walmart and Target.
And I love Kmart
It's all
as well.
good.
I gotta tell you, I get some nice things from Kmart.
No, but thank you very much. But everybody, it's either smells like Obsession, smells like Drakkar, but they like it, so whatever. And I'm proud to pimp it out.
And everyone's body chemistry is different.
It's funny because I said that on one show, and I got a thing of Drakkar actually sent to me because they didn't want me using the smells like one anymore.
Funny.
That was years ago on something else, though. Okay, anyway, they're saying goodbye. And what does Val smell like? Oh, you smell really good.
Yeah, it's a combination. I think I have Calvin Klein Euphoria on.
Okay.
And then a
That smells
L'Occitane perfume, yeah. And it's hairspray, Nexus,
Oh.
got a lotion. I mean.
Oh, and you know the hairspray, guys. It's Redken. And Redken supplies the hairspray, so yes, thank you.
Oh, thank you, Minute 9. That was awesome. You're so sweet.
What did Minute 9 say?
And you guys, go to my website, ValerieGreenberg.com. Tweet me at Val Greenberg and watch my web series, Val Talk, which infuses
it's really cool.
Celebrity content and on-the-street interviews.
She does some good stuff. And also, it says, will your show ever be longer? It always seems nearly short. It's 45 minutes, guys. Come on.
And the celebrity guest called in, which was wonderful.
It goes so quick. And I always like to leave you wanting more, but we can only do it that long. And it's going to get shut off in 4 minutes. Well, 5 minutes, actually, because we started 2 minutes late. So I don't want that to happen. And you used to be 7-Eleven. We'll talk about next time. I tweet about 7-Eleven. I'll make funny tweets. Like I'll go
they're
like
all over the city now.
I joke around. Like I'll say like if Sweet and Lowe's were dollars, this woman would be the richest man in the world. Would be the richest person in the world because she's like emptying her wallet trying to like pay for gum or cigarettes or something, and all that's coming out is Sweet and Lowe's.
I think we need a slow clap.
That is a slow clap. But they like my 7-Eleven tweets. But anyway, and we did all that good. And Awesome Eng, no, it's all YouTube now. No Conduit, live shows at Conduit, which had a huge audience, I know. But that's done. It's all YouTube now. Michael Warwick's huge Stu crew member. My internet finally comes back on, and I join the room with John sniffing this girl's hair. This is, by the way,
everybody.
new great friend. This is Val Greenberg. Michael Warwick's, by the way, always likes to rate the female co-hosts afterwards.
Oh, Michael, well, I hope that I
She
have
got-
your approval. You've
She
been
got
validated
some
by
praise. She got some praise, and she goes, "You've been validated."
Well, that's my slogan. They're a great audience.
I like that. They're awesome. Okay, now we got to go because it's going to be we're going to be cut off. Pat, get in here. Stu Crew Star of the Week.
Pat,
The winner,
Pat.
you are going to win. It is the first time ever it is not a shirt. You win a hat. And you also win and I'm not going to reveal all the goodies, but there are some awesome goodies, canine and human alike. These are cards like that you can give out from the Dogs for the Deaf gift bag that I was part of as a celebrity guest. But without any further ado, drum roll, which we don't have the sound effect for. Brrrr, Stu Crew Star of the Week is.
It is Open World TV.
Shit! Open World TV. Did they tweet? Why did they win? I need to
They
know.
won because they were very active in the chat and responding to everything you were saying. I took that into consideration.
Okay.
Anyone that does that deserves Stu Crew Star of the Week.
Open World TV, please send your address. Once again, as known in the disclaimers on all shows, if you're in a foreign country, God bless, we'll send you a picture of this because this show has no budget to get you that. But as long as you're in the continental U.S., which we gave the disclaimer in the first show, you will get this. So definitely send in your address. Pat will give you an email to send that to.
Pat's
And
the
congratulations.
Next American Idol judge. I love it.
He is. They all try to bribe him in this. They all try, and this is
smart.
and already this is going to be expensive postage. I can tell because this has some weight to it.
Oh, yeah. My guess is like $12, $13.
Yeah, I'm guessing. Anyway, minute 9. Congratulations, first time winner for not minute 9. First time
Open
winner.
World
Open World
TV.
TV. First time winner.
Congratulations.
And then who else? Did we miss any questions as we say goodbye? Kong. Yeah. Oh, Sunset Lover in the house. Love. And by the way, we got your questions answered in Ask JB.
She's been validated.
has.
Oh,
She's been
thank
validated.
you.
And-
You guys are so sweet. Honestly,
She's
this is
been
like
val-
the best mood upper.
She's been
Sitting
val-
here co-hosting with John. You guys have put me in a great mood. I just want to say thank you.
Love all the new people also today, guys. And share it with your friends because at the same link, this show goes online so you can watch it. And the bigger the audience, the more toys YouTube's going to get us. And we'll have, although for some reason our graphic went out. Oh, probably because the show's ending. All right, well, there'll be more stuff on the TV next time. You get to grow with the show. But until next time, guys, remember, any obstacles in your path, go over, around, through them, or just bust the way through them completely, and don't let anything stop you from attaining your dreams, because as long as you believe in yourselves, you can accomplish anything.
Yes, you can do anything.
Much love and respect.
In the Twitterverse, tweets abound. Facebook's a land where friends are found. YouTube comments, may they never cease. MySpace is dead, so let it rest in peace. The best of the week, here's where they be. Chosen by yours truly, the name's JB. Shoutouts, props, questions for you. All wind up in the new media stew.